Hello, everyone. Welcome back. The Duck Boats Pod has returned. Come on, give it up real quick, everyone. Give it up. We're back after our long hiatus. School is out. Summer is in session, and we are ready to go. Ready to go for another season of Duck Boats Pod episodes. Coming this one fresh off the Celtics loss and the end of their season against the New York Knicks in the second round. Let me say that again: the second round of the NBA playoffs.
Don't gotta say it.
So we're gonna. I just gotta drill it in there because it's just that bad. So that's gonna be a main part of our discussion here today, and we are gonna mix in
That is like
some Red
shedding a
Sox
tear right now when you said that.
later on. Gonna mix in some Red Sox later on and some Patriots schedule reaction and predictions. But first off, the most important thing we can talk about today is the Celtics loss to the New York Knicks. Stephen A's New York Knicks. 119-81, the Celtics bowed out in Game 6. So a very disappointing loss. And I'll just start. I thought that game was going to be a lot more competitive. I did not think we were going to go out like that, even without Jason Tatum. I was a little worried about the wheels running off after Game 5 coming off. It seemed like every player played well, and they used a lot of energy for that one. Really wanted to get that one for Jason. So I was a little worried about Game 6. I did not think it was going to be that bad. Really just non-competitive. I mean, we pulled the starters out in the third quarter. It wasn't even the fourth quarter. So, yeah, really embarrassing for the Celtics, and just a tough way to go. And I don't think this series was really about injuries. I know a lot of people want to go to that, but I don't think that was the main takeaway. It should be, we got injured and lost. I think the main reason we lost was just because we didn't play well enough, and the Knicks simply just beat us. They beat us, and I think play style has a lot to do with that. So I'm going to start off there. I don't know if anyone else wants to jump in.
Yeah. Horrible way to go out. And this is probably the last time we have this team together as the way it is. And they went out like that. And like Porzingis was battling whatever illness he's going through right now. Still don't post-viral illness, whatever that means. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what that even means. Getting blown out by 40 in Game 6. You're on the road, but you're in an elimination game. It didn't even look like they wanted to be there. From the get, and the Knicks took advantage of that from tip-off. They took advantage of your laziness, your sloppiness, how it was just the same story where they shot threes, brick after brick after brick. I mean, their percentages were horrible. Like, so many turnovers, so many sloppy turnovers. Again, it just didn't seem like they wanted to be there.
12 for 40 from 3.
Yeah. I mean,
30%.
They were down.
Not good enough.
They're already down by like 30 by halftime. They have like 30 points at halftime, something like that. 40 maybe.
Yeah, it was not good.
Yeah.
It was not good. It was not good.
37.
Yeah.
37 and a half.
Yeah, you can't have that. You can't
So
have that. I mean,
it looked like Jaylen Brown was the only one that played like it was an elimination game. The rest of were playing like we were playing the Charlotte Hornets on a random NBA League Pass night. Like Jason Tatum said in that one video.
Yep. I know that's a reference.
Yeah. Man, and finding out after the game that Jaylen Brown played on a partial torn right meniscus says more, I think, about him. And I have so much more respect for Jaylen Brown after this. Playing as well as he did, playing on that is so impressive. And I don't know if he gets traded in the offseason. I don't. There's a chance. It's up in the air. but that should tell you everything you need to know about a player like him. Like, he will put it all on the line. And just respect to Jaylen Brown for stepping up even when he's banged up.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about him. I think that a lot of people put pressure on him to, be the leader of the team and step up and be the main, guy in the whole Tatum lost. And I think he did that. I really do. I don't think that he disappointed in any way. Game 5, he did what he had to do, and though he was basically by himself in Game 6, he still, put up around. I don't remember how many points he got exactly,
20.
but he put up, all right, 20 points. That's what you like to see out of your main scorer, and I mean, really, that's all you can ask for out of him. He said post game that he really didn't lead the team the way he should have, but I mean, that's just, I guess kind of how you have to look at it. But I kind of disagree. I think that he stepped in the hole that he needed to fill, and I think next season he's going to get a lot more comfortable in that position, being the main leader of this team. And Logan, you said he might get traded. There is no way,
Yeah, no.
that's going to happen at all. He's not going anywhere.
Well, especially
Not going anywhere.
Well, and I'm glad that you just mentioned that because Brad Stevens, I just remembered this. He did have his press conference today, and it does sound like Jaylen Brown is not going anywhere. And I'm honestly happy about that because after finding out this information, I don't want him going anywhere. And like, do I believe he's a number one option? Not really. Not necessarily. He's a great basketball player, but another thing about this series is that like he kind of just proved he's not a number. It just proved again he's not fully a number one because he can do a lot of things on the court, but I just think Tatum's impact is so much bigger than his. And
Well, keep in mind that throughout his entire career, he's been playing under Tatum. So, I mean, so far, Tatum's been gone 2 games. You can't expect him to immediately be the guy to put up 30 every night, get 8 rebounds, 6 assists. You can't expect him to be that guy. But going into next season, as it goes on, I do kind of expect him to become a little bit more like that guy. Because if he's not, that's what we're going to be. Then I'll agree with you. But right now, I don't think it's safe to say that, considering he hasn't had any real time to kind of put himself in that spot where he has to be the guy putting up the big numbers every night.
I mean, he has been that guy. If you look at what he did in the postseason last year.
Yeah, so okay, fair. So he can be that guy. Now he has to be that guy.
Well, that's what
Tatum.
Yeah, and that's what people were expecting him to do, especially with what he did last year. People were expecting him to do what he did last postseason. But we also didn't know that he was playing on a partial tear in his meniscus too. I don't know. Yeah. That probably played into it because I was wondering. Like we knew there was something wrong with his knee, but we didn't know to what extent because it was clear he wasn't as explosive. It was clear because he loves dunking on people, and he barely attempted any dunks. Yeah, he couldn't jump. He could barely jump.
Yeah. Well, last year was a different circumstance as well because Jason was out on the floor, and him himself being out there draws bodies, and so there's a lot. Yeah. It's just less pressure on Jaylen, so he's able to come in and step up and be more aggressive if Tatum's facilitating and stuff like that. But, I mean, as you guys were saying, it's going to take time. He's not going to be, as we want him right away. It's going to take time to kind of get into that role. And there really is a trickle-down effect when you think about the rest of the roster. Derek White is going to have to be more consistent. There can't be as many of the nights where he's just will get like 9, 11 points, 12, like around there. He's going to have to kind of step up and be, kind of the second option, depending what happens with the rest of the roster, whoever else you think of. I don't know who else is going to be here, but you think of guys right now, it'd be like, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Al, all guys that have to step up and do more consistently to fill in the role, the gap of scoring that you're missing from Tatum. So that's a big part of it. And Brad Stevens did say today that the injury to Jaylen Brown has been something that he's been playing on for a little bit now. It's not anything new, and they've just kind of stabilized it. I think that's kind of what people were taking from that like it's been there and he's been playing on it, but he's just found a way to kind of fight through the pain. So again, I do respect him for that. That's it's definitely not easy.
It can't be easy doing something like that.
Can't be easy, and so incredible respect there, but. It will be interesting, though, to see him lead a team by himself.
There is
you
there is a
Yeah.
chance, since it's a partial tear, that it will heal on its own within the next 4 to 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
as long as he's just resting, he won't need surgery. But if he does actually get surgery, he will miss the beginning of next season. So he'll come back like late December, maybe January, if he gets the surgery, because it's like a 4 to 6 month window, something like that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you think we'd be hearing about something like that? I mean,
Yeah.
hearing news on what he's going to be doing soon. If it even
Oh,
was
yeah,
going to go
no.
the route of surgery.
If he,
So
you got to think like surgery, he would have to do it within the next few days if he wants to be back as soon as possible for next season. Because I do believe even with Tatum out, I think that assuming you would at least still have Brown and White together on that team, that's still like you can still get to over 40 wins at least. But the East is so bad. It's so bad. The
should still
East
be in
is
the playoffs. Yeah,
they might make it even past the play in.
middle seed. I'm looking at.
Yeah, middle like
Thinking it
yeah,
maybe
like
that
a
should be the goal.
7 like they might be in the play in tournament. But
I hope not.
But if they get into the play-in tournament, they're playing a team like the Bulls, all right? So I wouldn't be too worried about the play-in tournament. But yeah, they could be a 6 seed. Yeah, because honestly, yeah, I could see like a 6 seed and then Pacers.
5 or
Pacers.
6 around there.
Yeah, and Pacers are like top 3
Okay.
seed next year. Yeah, 100%. I'm surprised they weren't a top 3 seed this year. I was expecting them to be.
True. Yeah.
After last year, I mean, now they're playing magnificent. They might just be a playoff team, the Pacers. I don't know. But, I mean, I guess we can jump to, like, where the Celtics go now into the offseason. We already touched a little bit on it, but, like, I think the obvious ones easily to talk about is Porzingis and Holiday are out of here.
They're gone. You know who else needs to go? Sam Hauser. Oh, boy.
He'll be gone.
He
Oh, no,
sucks.
don't give a
He
rant.
sucks. That's all I'm going to say.
All
He's
right.
not
Okay,
good.
good.
He needs
Okay,
to go.
okay, good.
It was even my notes. Hauser needs to go. Right here.
Okay, good.
Baylor Scheinman will take
and
over. It
Yeah,
won't-
no,
so.
I 100% agree too.
I like
I
it.
think if they package Porzingis and Hauser together, I think
Get something.
yeah, because I think a team that's contending will take Drew Holiday for his defense, because defensively
Yeah.
he's still elite. He's still elite defensively. He proved that. Offensively though, he might be cooked. He might be cooked offensively. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's
he-
been regression.
Clear regression from Holiday offensively. I don't think he might have only scored over 20 points this year, maybe twice. I don't remember that many times where Drew Holiday had more than 20 points. I think he barely even averaged over 10. He might have been like, I'm looking up his stats because there is clear regression. He's still an elite defender, but yeah, he averaged 9.5 points. 11.1 points this year in the 2024-2025 season. Did have 14 points in Game 5, but like we said, everyone went off that game. I do see a few games actually now looking at it where he did have more than 20 points, but they are against bad teams. They are against bad teams. Like
Doesn't
I saw,
fit your narrative there.
yeah, the Spurs, the Heat. I just saw another one. Like, but other than that, okay. But main point, offensively,
It was occasional. Yeah.
yeah, occasional. But he's not that consistent guy anymore. But then again, it depends on what team he would get traded to. Honestly, it depends on what team, because he's this season especially, he was like the 7th option,
Yeah.
6th option,
Yeah. Or
5th
Yeah,
fifth
around
option.
probably a 5th, but
Depends on who was on the court too. Like if Pritchard was on the court, like I'd put Pritchard over.
scoring, yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody sick.
scoring wise, I'd take Pritchard, especially after the year he just had. Like there might be an instance next year where we see Pritchard starting.
I think he needs to be the starting.
I wouldn't
point guard.
mind
He's
it.
ready.
Yeah,
He's ready.
no. And have you guys looked at his contract?
No.
His contract is It's like 4 years, 30 mil. And I'm
Pretty
like,
good
Yeah.
value.
he
That's
signed
good.
that contract. He's on it for 2 more years. We have 2 more.
Yeah.
We have 2 more years with him on that contract. I'm assuming he'll probably get a contract extension after this season, this coming season, 2025-26 season. But we better. God dang, I know he's getting older, but like we better resign him. We better. Because like I didn't
I
realize
think
like
they will.
he's 27. Like he is a lot older than
Yeah.
probably a lot of people think. Like he is old. He is getting older.
He was like 23 when we drafted him or something like that.
Yeah, he was older.
He was old. He was old.
Well, I mean that's why he fell. That's why he
Yeah,
fell because he.
people didn't see much,
Yeah,
progression.
yeah,
But
and
he's turned out to be a pretty good player.
yeah, and that's why Shireman fell as far as he did because he's older.
Shireman's gonna have to fill in like a 7th guy type spot because, like you said, well, like somebody said, I mean, you're gonna have Brown be the one, and then it's gonna kind of waterfall down. Shireman's gonna have to be a guy that they turn to a little bit more often. I think it's just the case. It has to be.
What do you guys think of? So next year, I think it's going to be a year, especially with the Tatum injury, where they're basically just going to be evaluating their young guys like Davison, Walsh, and Shireman to see if they can be like rotational players for them in the future. Because I think
I
that's.
mean, they know they're not gonna win the championship,
Oh,
so I
yeah,
mean they
no.
might as well. They might as well. I mean, you have another. This is a layup to do it. No pun
Yeah.
intended, of course. But
Yeah.
There's definitely a pun intended.
And I saw people saying like just throw away next season so we can get AJ DeBonsta or whatever his name is.
No.
And it's
no,
like
I'm not throwing away a year for anything.
as long as
But-
Brown and like I said this earlier, as long as Brown and White are still on this team, they're gonna be in it.
You're not tanking.
Well,
You're not
the thing is, our
Wizards.
guys are getting older. If you waste a year, you're just basically wasting a year of their careers at this point.
Jalen Brown's in his prime.
You can't. Yeah, exactly. You cannot do that. You can't.
And then Derek White's not getting any younger. Derek White's 30. You can't.
Yeah.
You're wasting a year of Derek White. I
You're
don't.
wasting a year of everyone. Pritchard's gonna be 28 by the end of next season.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
absolutely. In no world can you throw next year.
Yeah.
Or
you can't.
look, I'm not saying you're gonna win the championship, but you have to try.
Or at least not try. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
That's
put an
pretty much
effort. You have to put an effort, basically.
Well, again, with Jalen Brown still available for them, I don't see an issue with next year. Like they're not gonna have 60 wins again next year, but we're acting like they're not even gonna get like 20, or like for some reason we're getting put for next year in the Wizards category of teams, and I'm like, we're still gonna have players. It's just not gonna be to the degree. And people are just thinking that we're not going to do anything other than we're acting like we're not going to bring in other players once we get rid of Porzingis and Holiday. We're going to bring in more players. We're going to bring in more people. We're not just going to like let it right out. We're going to sign depth pieces. Nothing crazy. It's just going to be people to just cycle, rotational people. Probably
Then who
veterans.
do you get? That's a great segue to who do you pick up in the offseason?
Well, I haven't looked at any of the free agents.
Well, yeah. Well, I just think the main goal should be. Yeah, I just think the main goal is you need to get younger, and I think you need to get more athletic. Like in terms of your bigs, I think Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis are just kind of.
LeBron James is a free agent.
No thanks.
I gotta be honest. I don't think he's the move.
You don't think so?
But
do they get another big? Oh yeah, you have to, right? They
need another big. Horford is
Jonathan Kuminga.
He's not.
Heck no. Tristan Thompson.
What? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want
Miles Turner. No, we can't afford
He's
any.
not going anywhere.
We can't afford any of those big guys.
Well, keep in mind you can trade for one of them too.
That's really your path.
You
have
can
a lot of
trade.
money to play with.
Steve Adams? Would you take a waiver on Steve Adams?
At his
How
age
old is
now,
he?
no way.
Only 32.
Really?
I feel like he's been around forever.
Yeah, I
He
know.
plays like he's like a lot older.
Yeah, I know.
That was their bench big. Maybe.
Yeah, no, he's actually. Yeah, no, I was like a waiver.
I mean,
He wouldn't be.
maybe.
He wouldn't be too.
Sure.
Wouldn't be too. I mean, his previous salary is 12 mil though. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how you make the money work.
That'd be tough.
I
That'd
just
be really
don't. Yeah,
tough.
I don't really know how they're gonna. Do we bring Moore's Mo Wagner back?
I don't like him. I gotta be honest. I can't stand
He's
that
not.
guy.
He's not gonna leave the Magic anyways. He's gonna.
He's
stay
not
with
even.
France.
He's not that good.
I know. I mean, I've seen people saying that like Al Horford's not retiring and like we're just gonna bring him back. And like I can't see a world where we bring Al Horford back.
I
If he
don't know.
doesn't-
I
if
mean,
he-
I think as long as he wants to play, that he'll have a spot on the roster. Doesn't mean he's gonna play a lot, but I think that Brad would give him his respect of just letting him on the team. Doesn't mean he'll play a lot of minutes, but
Yeah.
I think that's how it would go if he decides to come back.
What about
More of
Kevon
that
Looney
type of thing.
for the Warriors? Killed
Wouldn't mind it.
us in the finals in 22. He's 29. I mean, you're gonna need a rotational power forward with Tatum gone, and then another center probably. I mean, they don't got to bring in a lot of people, just like to fill the void, just like a 1-year flyer on
Yeah,
a random power forward,
I want another wing too.
another
But
wing.
yeah, just
Mason
thinking.
Plumlee. I mean, you're laughing, but his last contract was only
I know,
3
these are the
mil, and
options.
like, yeah, these were like realistic. I feel like these are realistic. He's
I'll go
35.
to the main Celtics at this point.
He's 30. Honestly, that wouldn't be
Well,
terrible.
bring up guys and develop them.
Luke Cornett's a free agent.
Yeah, I want him back.
I didn't know he was a free agent. Do we bring Jake
He needs-
Crowder back?
No,
No way. Washed.
Ooh, what about Day'Ron Sharp on the Nets? 23 years old. He would fit the mold. He can shoot. Again, 23 years old. He can
I'm gonna be
shoot.
honest. I've never heard of him before.
And he
I'm
can
just-
wait.
I'm just
Hold
gonna
on.
check
Hold
my
on.
out of this
Hold on.
conversation.
He can
you
shoot
can take a flyer
threes.
on him.
He can shoot threes. His last contract.
Missoula loves that.
His last contract is 2.5 mil. I mean, but he's also like, this is probably going to be his first contract. Like, this is probably his rookie contract he's playing on right now. So it's probably, he might get more money. Who knows? But I mean, he also plays for the Nets. So who knows? Anything could happen there. Bubble. Do we bring Bubble?
Nope. We're good.
No, not Bubble.
This is a disappointing list. I got to be honest.
I say you got to go for trade value. You have
Jackson Hayes.
Yeah.
to. Who?
Why
Who
are you
wants
guys?
Jackson?
Why are you laughing? Like these are like
It's such a bad list of names, and it's
yeah,
like,
and
that's it.
some of these names might be on our team next year. So like,
Well, they'll go when Tatum comes back. So
do we bring back
We know
Gershon
money.
Yabusele? Do we bring back Gershon Yabusele?
Love that guy. Love him.
That I would like that. I would like that.
I will tell you, even when he was on our team and sucked, he was my favorite player. I just liked when he did.
2 mil is his contract right now.
Dancing Bear.
you liked when he dabbed Matt?
Oh, I did. I did it with him.
Oh, great. Yeah. That was really
Jericho
good.
Sims.
It's a celebration in my house.
Oh God.
Jericho Sims.
You missed out.
I really don't think I missed much. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right. Well now,
I think you might have.
now these
Nope.
names are just like
Believe me, I do
gutter.
not want to be part of that celebration. You guys got that. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, no.
So I did.
So like
Good.
these names are. I mean, I saw people saying trade for Jaren Jackson Jr.
I mean, it's a pretty big move.
And like, I feel like he's on a.
I know you're giving up for him.
I feel like he's on a pretty expensive. Yeah, exactly. Who do you trade? Like, what do you trade for Jaren Jackson?
They wouldn't
Jr.?
take Porzingis or Drew for him.
Exactly.
He's young.
And why would
I don't know.
why would the Grizzlies want another defensive guard from Boston?
They wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus Smart didn't work.
They just got screwed over by the Celtics.
Yeah.
Why would they want to do that again?
I don't know. You're gonna have to get creative. Well, I guess we'll see. It's that we're lucky it's not our job.
I mean, I could honestly I could see a team like the Hornets. You want you just need a few more players. Like get Porzingis to Charlotte. We get Mark Williams.
The failed Lakers attempt at a trade.
Well, because I mean, the Hornets already tried to trade him. The Hornets clearly don't want him anymore because they already tried to trade him. They know it's the kind of like the same thing with Porzingis. Like you don't really know when he's going to be out there on the court. I kind of like that. I just brought that up. I kind of like that move if we did that, because then the Hornets get a player like Porzingis, where he can shoot if he's healthy, granted, but a team that hasn't been relevant. They haven't made the play-in since 2021. You have LaMelo Ball. You have Miles Bridges. You have Brandon Miller. Do you think, especially with Charles Lee, who was on the Celtics coaching staff last year, who was their head coach, look at the Celtics situation and be like, I'm familiar with Porzingis. Let's go get him. Let's go trade for him. And you get Mark Williams in the trade. Somehow, some way, they make it work. And do you see a situation where, now this is going to be convenient, where we trade Drew Holiday to the Lakers and get Don Connect?
You should try this on 2K.
I should. I might try this after and see if it works.
It sounds like that type of trade.
Should we be doing the Celtics rebuild that I'm seeing all over YouTube right now?
But like, it kind of, if you think about it, it makes sense.
Sure.
I really like that I brought up that Mark Williams trade. Do you guys even know?
Congrats to you, Logan.
Do you know who Mark Williams
Yes,
is?
I do.
Okay.
I remember from the trade deadline, but that's the only reason why I know who he is.
Okay. Well, he's a good center because honestly, like the Hornets are probably one of the only teams I watch other than the Celtics, and it's just because I like.
It's a good team they got down there.
I like LaMelo Ball. I really do. But anyways,
he's fun to watch.
yeah,
he's
he
a
is.
good player.
He is fun to watch. I mean, he's torched the Celtics a few times too. So.
Yes. He's lost a few games down there.
Yeah. Well, we shouldn't have. But I mean, I could see that potentially happening.
I do like the idea of the young athletic center. Like that's who I want if you're trying to get rid of.
Now, will that happen? Probably not, but like, it's an idea. It's an idea.
Never know.
I mean, yeah, and you never
That's all I'm
know.
looking for you.
You never know. And the Hornets can probably afford the Hornets can definitely afford the contract. They really don't. They don't have that many people on.
They don't spend a lot of money.
Yeah, they only have LaMelo on a max contract. They have so much money. Or they have
that's who you're really looking at, these teams that can take on the salary.
Yeah, and
just these, and
it's
teams that don't spend.
But it's also like the same thing where the Hornets have been so bad. You want to put a team out on the court that fans are going to want to watch. A starting five with LaMelo, Brandon Miller,
Ooh.
I mean, who's their power?
Miles Bridges.
Well, no, I already said Miles Bridges. I mean, Porzingis in there.
So LaMelo and Brandon Miller. Yeah.
LaMelo, Brandon Miller. I mean, Seth Curry's still there.
Oh my God! Get me to the box office. I need to get tickets to watch this show.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw in Seth Curry so I can have a full completed starting five. LaMelo Ball,
right.
Seth Curry, Miles Bridges. Wait, no. LaMelo Ball, Seth Curry, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Kristaps Porzingis. I think
Championship.
that's I mean,
that just sounds like a finals winning team right there. Plain and simple.
That's what you're looking at, really.
Just put them in there now.
Try it on 2K. See what happens.
it's just a whole team of
long it
injury
takes.
prone players.
It'll be done by December.
You'll have Bridges, Melo, Porzingis,
Yeah.
and Miller out by Christmas. It's an idea, though. It's an idea.
Well, we'll just have to see.
Yeah, because again, it could happen.
We'll see, yes.
It could happen potentially.
We'll see how the offseason unfolds.
I mean, because I honestly I can't really think of like other teams that would like want to like. It's teams that like it because it's like a team like the Hornets that's like they have talent, but they need like that other player that to like like give them a spark. And I don't know why the Hornets just seem like a good team for Porzingis especially. Now Holiday, I feel like a lot of teams want Holiday still, even with his offense going down. I feel like a lot of teams are still going to want Holiday for his defense.
He is still on a big contract though, so
That is true. I mean, a
it's gonna
team
be one
can.
hurdle you got to get around. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, that's true. But I mean, I would.
I think you can find a contender for him. Should be able
I
to
mean,
do
there's
that.
probably. I mean, yeah, because you look at these teams that are like trying to get over the top. You see what Holiday's done, his impact for the Celtics right now, and then the Bucks when they got him initially, and it's like getting a player like that. I don't know for a team like the
Up on a chip.
Pistons, like team like the Pistons, they could use
Yeah.
a team like the Pistons. I don't know. I'm kind of just going through these. Maybe the Magic. Maybe the Magic.
Orlando Magic.
Yeah. Warriors and no, not the Warriors
Um,
because they still got Curry rolling down there. We already
Might
said.
as well get another old guy.
I mean, actually, wait, no. Sacramento, I could see. The Sacramento Kings because they traded De'Aaron Fox. They don't have a point guard, like a starting caliber point guard, really. Um, my light keeps dying on me. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
We'll have to see. I think we should move on.
Yeah, we
So
should.
We're ready to
speaking of
go.
moving on, the Boston Red Sox.
Oh god.
Where to begin with these guys?
Oh,
Around
Brett
patch
hasn't
one.
Brett hasn't talked in like 10 minutes, so now he has a lot to say.
Everybody
No,
has energy
you
now.
started talking about people I had no idea who you were talking about, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be
Alright,
any
go
use in
ahead,
this
Brett.
conversation. So the Boston
Go
Red
off, Brett.
Sox. Here we go. All right, playing 500 right now, which is a very underwhelming thing. We're talking Alex Cora, kind of messing up a little bit. He could be gone. Apparently, according to some people, I just don't think that's necessary, but some people do. No Cassis, he died, unfortunately. Devers needs to move, but then he got really hot, so maybe he can stay right where he is.
Did you say Devers
Um,
needs to get moved? Are you serious?
Devers needs to move to first base.
Oh, first, okay.
Yes, no, he is sticking right
That
here.
would have been a
now.
hot take.
Okay.
Yeah, no way,
Okay.
no way.
Thanks
Plus,
for
I just bought a
clarifying.
Devers. I just bought a Devers jersey. He can't go.
Did you
That's
see
not,
that? Did you see
I'd
that
be done.
there Christian Campbell taking ground balls at first?
Yeah,
Again today.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
A
it.
few days in
Yeah.
a row.
Yeah.
there is that.
Getting 'em ready.
The hitting's been really struggling. Their pitching, besides their relievers, their starting pitching hasn't been terrible.
It's been horrible. It's been horrible.
I don't know. You get Crochet. I think there's been a couple quality starts in the last couple days. You got one today. You got one today against the Mets. Get the 3-1 win, and the
Yeah,
bats
mean,
have been
Dobbins.
Hunter
bats
Dobbins
have
just
been-
might be him.
the bats have been kind of hot a little bit in the last week. They're starting to
redhead.
tune up, and then they got destroyed a couple times, so that wasn't ideal. But I want to start with the talks around Alex Cora.
Oh wait, for starters, this is being recorded on Monday after Game 1 versus the Mets, where they won 3-1. Just for the record,
Yes.
because I don't
Good
know,
clarification.
because I'm gonna be the one uploading this. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight or if I'm gonna do it at some point tomorrow. So we should be clarifying this. So then, if something does happen, and we don't talk about it,
Yes.
just in
Yes.
case people question. All right,
Post game.
keep going.
Okay, so
Continue.
I want to start with Alex Cora. I think there's too many talks of him getting fired right now. I don't think that he needs to go anywhere because I think while the locker room itself isn't really in the best place, I don't think that his managerial decisions by putting Whitlock in way too many times have been that bad. And the way he handled the Devers situation was questionable. Because in Kansas City, the owner had to fly in and talk to Devers, which, I mean, really put Devers in the power spot in the situation, and I don't think that that can happen ever again. But for Cora, everyone's calling for this guy to get fired at the end of the season, and while this team is super underwhelming with where we're at, it's still only May. it's still pretty early in the season for this to get turned around. And I think as we get closer to the summer, it's going to get turned around. And I don't know
They're second in
in
the AL
what
East.
way. This somehow at 500, they're
Somehow,
at
some
second
way.
in the AL East, but still 4 games behind the Yankees, and which is also a surprise to me, the fact that they're doing as well as they are. But that's all.
Cody
because of Aaron Judge
Bellinger. Cody
and
Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
He's having a year.
But
Good player.
yeah, no, Cora needs to stick around. I don't know where these ludicrous ideas are coming from, but he's not going anywhere.
It's just
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah,
I
it's,
think that's really
that
when the team's struggling.
I wanted to I wanted
going.
I
It's
wanted
too late.
I
It's too
wanted
late.
I wanted okay.
You lose. All right.
You really
I
gonna
think
let
the
him
main
talk to you
thing-
like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna talk now. Okay, so
No,
I have a
that's
quick.
not
I just have a
wow.
quick. No, mine's just
Wow.
quick. Mine's quick.
Fine,
Don't
go
worry.
And
ahead,
is it really
quick.
gonna be quick? Because you're just
Better be
always
quick.
quick.
No, it is. I just think people were talking about that because the team was 500 last year and they significantly improved this year, and with all the talk about us being a top team in the American League and us being World Series contenders, people did not expect us to be below 500. I mean, again, it's only May, but like people probably thought we were gonna be just running through teams right now because they were just in the easier part of their schedule. They beat the Mets today. That was a good win, but I mean, who knows what's gonna happen moving forward?
Well,
Yeah.
if we're still talking about this in a month, then there's a reason to be worried. Until then, I think it's important to keep an open mind.
I mean, essentially, here's the thing. I was gonna
What's
say a
the
lot
thing?
of what Logan said,
What's the
but
thing?
I'm gonna tell you the thing. Usually that's just the first person you blame. When a team's struggling, you blame the manager. And it's just the first person. If it seems like you're losing the room, that's usually who you go to first. It's the
I mean-
manager. The team's been stagnant at 500 for the past around 4 years, so it's just there hasn't been a sign of really going upward. The team should be a lot better, especially this year. The team in the past few years hasn't been great. In the offseason, you went and got Bregman, you went and got Crochet, you got Chapman. The team should be performing a lot better, and I think that's why people are not as patient as they normally would because of how mediocre the team has been in recent years. So I think that's the start of a lot of people's complaints with Cora, and that whether it's his fault or not, the team's been not very good. So that's the first person you go to, whether it's him first, then the GM, but still under 500 when you look at the record in the last 4 years. I think it's around 500. So it's a culmination of things, but that's why people look to Cora at first is because of how underwhelming the team has been in comparison to their projections at the beginning of the year.
I mean, you also see like all these teams have already fired their managers. Pirates fired their manager. The Orioles fired their
the other day.
manager. Yeah, the other day they fired their manager.
They've been a disaster.
They've been horrible. They're 15-30.
Yeah, that's
currently.
for a team of that caliber. They're wasting away their window.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
They're pretty young, but
I think 3 teams have already fired their managers. There's one more, I think, that fired their manager. The Rockies? Is it the Rockies? Could be wrong.
It might have been. It might have
I
been.
think
Because I know 3 teams so far have fired their managers as of right now, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and also it's what people perceive what he's saying in the media when he keeps saying like we're competing. I like how we're competing in the series. When they lose the series, when they get swept, I like how we're competing. The wins are coming. Blah blah blah. People don't want to hear that anymore. They're done hearing about how it's coming when the team has shown.
already be here.
Yeah, it should be here. The talent is here.
Yeah.
The talent is finally here.
So,
And they have
Well, I think
talent.
so.
They also have 2 talented players being trapped in Worcester right now.
That's also correct. So you need some sort of shakeup, whether it's a manager or you got to bring up the prospect. Something's got to happen. Something's gotta
one of the
change.
two.
It's not good enough.
One of the
With
two. has
Campbell
to
moving
happen.
to first, I
That's where
think
I'm
we
at.
can expect one of them to move up once he moves over.
I think you look
If
at
Campbell
Mayer.
becomes your, you
He's Meyer
have to.
first.
You have to.
Well, I
have
mean,
to.
because it's like you're not gonna have Roman Anthony playing.
No, he doesn't play. Yeah, he doesn't.
No,
play
it
second.
has to be Mayer.
Well, it's also like if that was the case, why not just keep Christian Campbell at second and just have Roman Anthony take ground balls at first? But I mean, hey, they're
should have
doing.
managed that.
That's
Well,
how
they
it,
should
that's
have
how
done
it should
that.
be. But I'm. They're Christian Campbell. Christian Campbell's not who I envisioned taking ground balls at first. but it's better than not having a first baseman. It's also like first base isn't insanely hard, but I'd rather us have another power hitter in Roman Anthony.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, Christian Campbell's a smaller guy. You normally want like your bigger dudes to be playing first base. He's not that guy. I
Not
mean,
the
maybe he
typical
might
first
be
baseman.
maybe he might be a good first baseman, but what we typically see with stuff like this is he's gonna suck at first for a while,
Yeah.
or at least a couple series. He's not gonna be good at all at
Well,
first base.
can we can't really expect him to. He's
No,
just
I'm just
started
saying.
taking ground balls the other day.
No, I'm saying just
And we also-
expect it to be awful to watch.
We also
'cause it's
don't
not
know
gonna be
when
fun.
he's gonna. We also don't know when he's gonna start playing first base in an actual game.
Well, based on how much work he's been getting, I'd probably guess next series.
I think they're giving him a little bit of time to
yeah.
get comfortable.
They're
I don't know,
gonna.
he's been out there a lot.
I would give it maybe.
Yeah, they're trying to ramp him up, but
I'd
I don't
give
think
it.
they're gonna throw him out there if
I'd
he's
give
not
it.
ready.
I'd give it a little bit because you don't want to rush him into it.
It'll be
That's true.
soon, but
Yeah, and then they're probably just gonna brace to bring up Mayer, which
Well,
honestly,
they have to.
poor
Once he
Roman.
moves over, you have a spot at second base. You have to open
Poor
and bring
Roman.
up Mayer.
Poor Roman.
someone get Roman. We need him.
Poor Roman. He's gonna be down there all by himself. But then does Mayer play second, and that, or do you move Story?
I would think so. I mean, it's not like Story has earned his time. You know, he's been really bad at the plate, and the defense hasn't been great either.
I mean, he started the year good defensively, and then it's just I mean, everyone's not really playing good defensively right now.
But that's his main purpose out there. If he's not hitting, he's supposed to be, excellent.
Their
an excellent
their
shortstop.
defensive guy. He's supposed to be the guy. But
And
also,
hitting is really unbearable. He cannot be hitting in your 5 spot.
I mean, with how he's
Can't happen.
in his career, you would think he would be a great 5 hitter. But this year, no. He's not. He's not been hitting the ball really well at all. And Mayer, who knows if Mayer's really going to be that much better, but I think with a team that's below 500 and you have 2 of the top prospects in baseball just sitting in AAA, I think it just gives a spark to the team. I mean, what stinks is that they're both lefties. And it's like, do you really want 2 more lefties in your batting lineup when you already have so many lefties? I mean, let's go through all the lefties that were in their batting order today. Let's see. Jaron Duran, Raffy Devers, Willie Abreu, Cedon's a righty.
David Hamilton.
David Hamilton when he plays.
Narvaez.
Sogard.
Narvaez
a
is
lefty, too.
righty. Narvaez
Is
is
he
a
right?
righty. Yeah, Narvaez is righty. Did they
I think
only
that was it today, but
do they only have 4? I thought they had more. Ah,
well, Costas is usually in there as a lefty.
that is true.
So that's 1.
Okay, so 5. They did have 5. But, I mean, Hamilton was a rotational guy, so he wasn't playing. So, really, you had 3. You had 3. So, now it looks... Or, no. I keep forgetting Abreu. Abreu's in there, too. Like 6. 5, 6. Do I have that right? We're all tired.
On a given night, it sounds... That's
It's late. We
around that. They're usually a left-heavy lineup.
This is the first time we're doing one of these so late at night. I'm tired.
Kind of cool though. I
Yeah,
kind of
no,
like
it's
it.
cool, but I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie.
We're not at our peak energy time.
Yeah.
No, we are not.
I mean, so, but still adding, even right now with Cassis being gone, that still brings your, because Mayer and Anthony would be playing a lot, so you would have 5 lefties in your batting order. Well, Anthony, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Roman Anthony. I don't know what they're gonna do with him.
It's really.
I don't know either.
He's a great player, but it's like there's no position for
You
him.
can tell we're doing it at night now. Brett's yawning.
Yeah.
Like there's
Well, we
no place for him.
I
And
don't know what you do. But
Yeah,
you gotta get him in the lineup.
there's
somehow. You gotta find a way.
only room for really one of them. And it's going to be Mayer.
Well, I mean, as much as I hate to say this, the only way you can really get him up is if you find a gap in your outfield. Whether that's through injuries or another way, the
I
only way to
guess
get him up
so.
in the outfield.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, do we see a situation if they traded Wilyer Abreu?
I did before
wouldn't-
the season, but now he's
I
playing well.
wouldn't. I wouldn't trade
Yeah.
him.
So I don't want
His
to.
contract is great. Let him go in free
Yeah.
agency.
He's a good player. I don't want to get rid of him.
At least not through a trade.
Let's
If he goes
for
in
an
free
ace.
agency, then fine. Then you can.
How long
open
is
up
his
for Roman
contract?
Anthony.
When's his contract up?
I think it's up this year or next year. If it's next year, then you can't wait. But if it's this year, I mean, you might as well.
I mean, if it's are
only
you
like-
so are you basically saying if it's next year, write it out or trade him?
If it expires after this season and he's gone.
No, I'm
if
saying
he's in
next
free
year.
agency-
If it expires next year.
next year, you got to find a gap for Roman Anthony. You cannot wait that long. He's ready now.
So
He is
trade.
right now.
So
He's sitting in AAA,
trade.
wasting away.
So trade.
Whether that's a trade or an injury, it would probably be a trade, assuming he doesn't get injured.
I mean, you have to
Well, then you're
assume
just like hoping
trade.
for an injury to get a. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it
I would
really
assume
suck.
trade
Can't bet on that.
It would, yeah, probably a trade. Yeah.
because it's like you can't trade Sadon. I don't care. He's been hitting better, but it's like you can't trade. He's probably been one of the best defensive outfielders in the MLB this year.
Yeah.
And with the defense being so bad, I feel like you can't trade him. I feel like you can't. And I feel like Roman Anthony in right field, because he's not playing center field for the Red Sox. No way. No way Roman Anthony plays center field for this team. Ever. Because when Sadon doesn't play, it's going to be Jarren Duran in center field. Because also Jarren Duran has experience playing center field. Or they might or if they shake something up, they might put Christian Campbell in center field. They've already done it. And then maybe you put Roman Anthony at first if they end up having him take ground balls at some point at first. I don't know. I feel like that's really the only way, but it kind of just stings with how good Abreu's been doing. But it's like,
Well, if he plays well enough, it's tough because he could become trade value if he plays well enough.
yeah.
But at that point, you probably want to keep him.
But I mean, would you turn down the opportunity to get more bullpen depth?
I think you'd have to take the loss in Abreu, get the depth, and then get
Yeah,
Roman Anthony
that's what I'm
up.
saying. Because then
Yeah,
you get bullpen depth, and then you get to bring up your top prospect or prospects because you're moving Campbell to first. You'd be able to bring both of them up.
Look, I
I'm
think
only
one thing
trading
is
Abreu for like a good starter.
But it's like,
I don't like.
but it's also
I
like,
think
He's too good right now.
I think no matter what, one thing is clear that the future of the Boston Red Sox looks pretty bright right now.
oh yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
you
It's
get
looking good right now.
very,
As I said,
very
under
young
500.
guys.
But Matt, I'll tell you this: this team is this team is below 500.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
We still suck.
yeah,
Oh, I'm not saying this year. I'm talking about the future as in like
no,
It should
but
be this year.
No, but I'm saying like, yeah, Abreu's having a good year, but this team sucks right now. They're not good. They need. I'm not saying we don't know if Roman Anthony's going to be that good if we move him up. He's probably going to be good. Let's be real. He's going to be good.
based
But,
on
like,
how
he'll be
much he's
pretty
hitting the ball in Worcester. Yeah.
Yeah, with how well he's hitting the ball in Worcester, yeah, he's going to be really good. But like with how bad this bullpen has been, and it's been horrendous watching
Mhm.
these reliever pitchers come in. Justin Wilson, one of them. He went in earlier and almost gave up in this game that we just saw, the Mets game. He almost, again, like, it's been horrible. And if you are able to get bullpen help trading Abreu, I'd do it, because then it's kind of a win-win for everyone. A team gets Abreu, you get more bullpen help that you desperately need, and you get to bring up Roman Anthony and Mayer because Campbell is going to be playing first base. So everyone's happy.
I just looked up. You're gonna be surprised at this. Justin Wilson's ERA right now,
Is it good?
235.
Okay.
235.
Well,
1.3 whip.
Greg Weiser. That's better. That's better. Yeah, you're smiling now. You know it.
Let me find him real quick. Let's see what his numbers can't be great.
It can't. If his
Take
numbers,
a look real quick.
if he has below a 3, no, if he has below a 4, I'll be
Yeah,
surprised.
He's got a 3.26.
Wow.
Kind of proving your point wrong, Logan. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they're kind of getting
Give me
you.
something else.
Wait,
Give me
but
someone else.
Wait, why are their stats like good though? They've been so bad.
Yeah, right.
They've been so bad. No. No, but
Find
you've been
someone
watching
else.
okay.
I'll give you Lucas Giolito. 7.08.
That's Giolito's.
I'll see Justin Slayton. 4.76.
That's not for
Mm,
like more of a closing type reliever.
Whitlock 4.24.
Ugh.
Not as bad as I thought they'd be.
I don't know. I just feel like trading Abreu is like pretty much like the only way the Sox can.
How is Bernardino's ERA 1.56?
Dude,
Honestly-
he's been good. He's been good.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Abreu go at the trade deadline. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
If we're
If
still
this
at
team-
500,
yeah, if this team is-
we're at 500,
You have
They
to.
still suck. Yeah.
If
Yeah,
we're at 500 at the deadline, you have to.
yep.
Even right now, Roman Anthony can't be waiting. Like you have to bring Roman Anthony up like as soon as possible because he's just getting wasted. Because I think it's clear that Mayer's getting the call soon.
Yeah.
Once Campbell starts playing first, Mayer's getting the call. I think that's pretty obvious. Now Mayer's not going to be playing shortstop, or he might be playing shortstop. It's either going to be second or. Has he played second base?
But
Mayer?
shortstop, second
Yeah.
base, same idea. It's the same idea. It doesn't really matter.
I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna
just
be
on like a
honest.
different side, right?
It doesn't make that much of a
Yeah.
difference. The real difference is the throw short and the angle for a double play is different. Besides that, it's the
Here
same
comes the
position.
baseball player.
Sorry, I played both.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Here comes the angle.
Oh,
Oh, you played
he's
both?
also.
Which one's harder?
Shortstop,
I mean,
because you're the quarterback of the infield when you're the shortstop.
I
Oh.
mean, yeah, because you have the furthest throws, right?
No, it's because
Well, the third baseman. is the
Well,
third
you're
part-
more-
furthest.
Well,
You're
no,
the guy
because
who tells the second baseman who's covering the base
oh,
on a steal.
right, yeah.
If it's hit the center field, who's going out there for the cutoff? Stuff like that, you know. Second base, it's pretty
You love
much.
talking like this.
If the ball gets hit into right field, who's the cutoff man?
That's a second base thing.
Good boy.
No way you just said that. No way you just said
Oh,
that.
it's out there. It's out there. He's not taking it back.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I
yeah, no.
said
So
it.
basically, the only difference is that if he moves to second base, he's gonna have an easier throw when the ball's hit him. He's gonna have more time to be more athletic because he has the shorter throw, and the double play will be easier. Well, not easier, but it'll be different because he can't go through the bag. He kind of has to step on it, then jump off, then throw it. I dropped something, but yeah. So I don't know.
Dropped the ball
I
when you
know
were playing
now
second
the
base.
dog's barking, but
Or they're just gonna end up moving
Oh.
Story to second. It's gonna be one of those two.
Dory should probably
Could be
go
that.
Story should get. I mean,
That arm's gonna fall off sooner or later.
yeah. Who knows?
Well, that'll keep your.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey,
there he goes.
Capone.
Yep, there he goes. He's got.
He wants you to get off.
I dropped my tissue box over here when I was practicing that, awesome throw to first base,
He's telling you to pick it up, I think.
and he's not a happy guy. As you can
All
tell,
right.
everyone, we're very tired people. We are
Yeah.
very tired.
All right, we ready to move
All
on
right,
to the
Yeah.
moving on. New England Patriots. Here we go.
Oh.
Yes,
The
sir.
schedule is out.
The schedule.
Let's get
All
to
right,
this.
let's. I'll go through the schedule. Matt, can you keep track?
I will keep track this time.
Matt will keep
Wait,
track.
Give me 1 second. Just stall for a second. Just so I
Okay,
can pull
okay.
up.
Okay.
So
Stalling.
the schedule this year, it's a shit show.
All right.
It's a shit show.
Okay.
There's a lot of wins that should be Wow, there's a prime video game in the preseason for the Patriots at the Giants. But we don't care about the preseason. But yeah, this should be a year that playoffs, like, this should be a year that playoffs might be an option for this team. I mean, who knows? Or at least in the hunt. In the hunt, 100% should be in the conversation. Anyways, let's hop right into it. Week 1 at Gillette Stadium versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
Win.
Win.
I like the spot.
Win.
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 Yeah.
All right. Week 2 at Miami versus the Dolphins. Loss.
That's gonna be a loss for me.
That's not gonna be a win. Yeah.
It's a tough spot. You never do even with Brady. You never did well.
Yeah,
down there.
we never did well. We never do well down in Miami. Early in the season too, especially. Week 3 at Gillette Stadium versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Win.
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 Yeah, it's gonna be a win for me.
Week 4 at Gillette
No,
Stadium
quarterback.
versus the Carolina Panthers.
Win.
Win.
Has to be a win.
Wait, but Matt, you got to do the same thing me and Brett are doing.
Yeah. Why are you talking so
Win.
quiet?
It's Brett, then me, then you. Because that's how it is.
Win.
Because Brett's on the left, I'm in the middle, and you're on the right. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Okay. Week 5 at Buffalo versus the Bills.
Loss.
Loss.
Yeah, that's a loss. That's a big loss.
What the heck, Matt?
Matt, where is the energy?
Come on. Just do what
Figure
me
it
and
out.
Brett are doing.
Figure it out. Come on now.
Week 6 at New Orleans versus the Saints.
Win.
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 Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Week 7 at Tennessee versus the Titans. Win.
That's a Vrabel revenge game.
Oh
and that's gonna
my
be a loss.
God.
I gotta give some explanation. We're not even talking about it.
We can talk about it after. We're doing our record prediction.
Corey.
Yeah, with the program.
Win. It's a win.
Win. Okay. Week 8 at Gillette versus the Cleveland Browns.
Win.
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 Thank you.
I'll take it at this point.
Week 9 versus the Falcons at Gillette Stadium.
Tough game.
It's gonna be that's see, okay, this is the one.
What was the game?
Week 9 at Gillette versus the Falcons. Now this is the one where I pause for a second. And it's like this could really go either way. It's you have 2 2024 first round picks between Penix and May. Two teams where I feel like have very similar teams in a sense.
I think the Patriots are a deeper team, though.
Deeper?
I would go win.
At least
personally,
defensively, I would
but-
say they're deeper. Defensively, they're deeper. But the Falcons' offense is 100% better than the Patriots' offense. Because you have
Here's the thing.
you have Bijan and Drake London. And then if Kyle Pitts ever decides to wake up, you know.
Here's
He
the thing.
won't.
I think there's a lot of 50-50 games on the schedule, and I don't think we're taking all of them. So this is one of the games that I think will be tough.
I mean, all the games up
And
until
I'm
this
gonna go
point,
loss on this.
I feel like all the I mean, the Carolina Panthers game, you could say is
Raiders is a
50-50.
toss-up.
The Raiders is a toss-up? They have no
It
defense
is.
now. They just only have Max Crosby.
Geno Smith beat us last year. Walked in this place and killed us.
Okay.
With who
I'm
is that? What
sorry.
team is he with?
We're not that great.
He was
at
with the
offense. We haven't played hockey
Seahawks
like-
last year.
It's a big difference. we're talking
Seahawks,
here.
And we got Pete
Raiders.
Carroll.
Raiders have no defense.
I gave us a win. I'm just saying.
I
It's gonna
know.
be tougher than you guys think.
It's
We're not that
okay.
good.
It's not gonna be an easy win, but I still think they win that game.
I gave us a win.
They
I'm telling
if they shut down Genti. Oh wait, they do have Bowers though. Okay, well, okay,
They're not that bad.
Okay, all right. Well played. Checkmate.
All right, let's get back to where we're at. Let's get back to where we're
All
at.
right,
You want a
week-
loss on the
week
Falcons.
9.
That's where I'm going.
Loss.
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 Ah.
Yeah.
This is awful.
Week 10. Yeah, this is when. Okay, now this is when it starts to get tough. Now after week 10, week 10 at Tampa versus the Buccaneers.
Loss.
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 Why are you dragging it out so much? Just say it.
Just say it. Just say it.
Because I got to think about it.
Yeah, this
What do you mean? Oh my god.
this
It's
Buccaneers-
A collective, it's a collective schedule prediction.
the
I think
Bucks.
It's collective.
The Bucks. I mean, I feel like it's fairly obvious. This team is good offensively and defensively. That wide receiver room that they have, Bucky Irving, Baker Mayfield, the offensive line, everything they have is good down there in Tampa, and this Patriots team got better, but not
We could
in
compete
that
with them, but
compete for sure. But I think in the end of the day, the talent that
it's not like a
team
Bills
has,
type of loss.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's gonna be. I can see it being within 7, but I think in the end of the day that there's too much talent on that team. So
Baker.
Baker Mayfield gonna lead the charge. Week 11.
Yeah, Baker's gonna kill us.
Week 11 at Gillette, prime time versus the Jets. Win. Okay, wasn't dragged out for too long, and that's the second prime time in this game. Forgot to mention Week 5 at Buffalo is a Sunday night football game. Forgot to mention that.
Oh, that makes it even a bigger loss.
Yeah, it's a bigger loss now.
Everyone gets to see it.
This is a Thursday night football game at Gillette Stadium, and it's going to be a big win.
You didn't even say that. When?
Versus
You
who?
didn't even say the team.
No, I'm still talking about the Jets.
Oh,
Oh.
Because
you
I
screwed up
forgot.
Okay.
No.
right. You just double pumped the win.
Yeah, no.
I
No.
was
I was going back because I forgot to mention the Bills primetime game. So I was going.
I thought you said we weren't going to talk about it.
Huh?
Yeah,
Well,
we're talking
well,
about
no,
that during
no,
that.
because I forgot. No. But like I was gonna mention which games are the primetime ones, but I forgot to mention
Okay.
the Bills
right.
primetime one.
Okay, now it is dragging out. Let's keep it going.
All right.
All right.
Continue.
Week 12 at Cincinnati versus the Bengals.
Loss.
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 I mean, this one's just straightforward.
I'm not
the
yelling at
Bengals.
people in the house.
The Bengals they suck at the beginning of the year, and they figure it out for some reason. They just become an elite team, one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, I will say I don't know who it was, one of you, but last time we talked about this, one of you guys gave us a win, so I think it was Brett.
It was definitely not me. Let me check
I
back.
think
I
it
actually have
was.
I have my own record prediction here. So
I feel like it was you.
No, I think it might have
No,
been
I
me.
gave us a loss. Give us a loss on that.
Was it you?
It might have
Was
been
you,
me.
Logan?
Because I wasn't familiar
explain
with
that away.
I clearly wasn't familiar with what week it was.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Because the week does make a difference when you're playing the Cincinnati Bengals. All right.
It's a loss.
Week 13. At Gillette Stadium. Primetime Monday Night Football versus the New York Jets at Gillette Stadium. Win. All right. Yeah, Giants, they got some talent on that defense, don't get me wrong. Like that defense is going to be good for sure. But that offense though, outside of like Malik and Neighbors, can't really see.
Great matchup for Gonzo.
Great matchup. Oh my god, that's going to be such a fun matchup. Malik Neighbors versus Gonzo. That's going to be a fun
That'll be
matchup.
fun.
Because if they shut down Neighbors, they're going to win that game for sure. I think low-scoring game. A very boring Monday Night Football. Okay, and then Week 14, they're on the bye. So we don't got to worry about that. Do they win the bye? Just kidding. Win! All right, Week 15. This is a final stretch where it can get rough. Week 15 at Gillette Stadium, depending on what could happen here. Week 15 at Gillette Stadium versus the Bills.
Loss.
See, I like to think we split with them, but it's tough. We've done it before.
Loss. We have, but I gotta give a loss.
I don't like betting on it, so I'll go loss on that.
Week 16 at Baltimore versus the Ravens.
Loss.
Big loss, probably. It's gonna be that might be a pain. That might be the first game. That might be the one game of the season that actually might be painful to watch.
It might. It really might.
It could get painful. But then again, like I feel like we're kind of underestimating this defense because I feel like our defense might be like, it has the potential to be like a top 10 defense in the league this year. But then again, it's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I think it's got to be a loss.
Yeah. But I mean, Robert Spillane was on the Raiders. and he made a big play to beat the Ravens last season.
Can he do it again?
Can he do it again? But in that red, white, and blue.
Find out. We'll
Um,
find out.
Week 17
Those are retro jerseys.
at New York versus the Jets.
Win.
Win. Yeah, I mean, we're going to own the Jets once again. Rabes and company. Drake
That's
May at the helm. I
Mhm.
mean, as long as they're healthy, we're going to own these Jets once again. I do like what Adrian, I think his name, Adrian Glenn. That's his name?
Yes, that sounds right.
I think so.
Sounds right.
It sounds right. Glenn, I know that's his last name at least. I do like him. I do like him. Aaron Glenn? Did I say, is that what I said? Aaron Glenn?
I'm confirming.
Is it Aaron Glenn?
Aaron Glenn.
Okay, Aaron Glenn.
Aaron, Adrian.
Did I say Adrian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn. I do like what
Alright,
he's
Aaron
doing.
Glenn.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, we're dragging it again. Week
All right.
18.
Last one.
It's to be determined. The date and time, but it is at it's at Gillette Stadium
That's here. Yeah.
versus Dolphins.
Win.
Wait, Matt already went. We gotta do it again.
Mhm.
Week 18, to
Sorry.
be determined, time and date. It's at Gillette Stadium versus the Miami Dolphins.
Win.
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 All right, and that will conclude the 2025 season, and that will put our final record to
10-7.
My dog started barking at you.
10-7.
Don't ask me how we heard.
The
You.
where my
playoffs.
dogs at? Woo!
Where my doggies at?
This goes to show how tired we
That's
are.
the funniest thing. That's the funniest thing ever.
So 10
All
and
right, we're
7.
10-7.
That should be a wild card team.
Wild card team. Remember the last time this team was in the wild card?
Hopefully, it's not the same result as the last one,
Hopefully we just don't play the Bills.
but yeah, that'd be nice. Get away from that team.
I want to play the Chiefs round 1 if we make the playoffs. I want to play the Chiefs.
Said no one ever.
I want the Chiefs. Imagine if the New England Patriots went to the playoffs, played the Chiefs, and they beat them in round 1.
Yeah, that would never happen. Let's just be serious.
It's not
for a
happening.
second.
You're not going to
Will
Arrowhead and winning that,
Campbell.
so-
Will Campbell shuts down Chris Jones.
Okay.
That is something that could potentially happen in the
Morgan-
future.
Morgan Moses
No chance.
gives up
Morgan
no
Moses.
sacks versus Chris
Chris
Jones.
Jones gonna plow through him. Just run around him.
God.
Too old. He's not gonna catch up.
I feel like people are like, Morgan Moses is like, I love the acquisition. I just feel like he's not going to be that good.
But let's take it for what it is.
He's
an old right tackle.
35. He's a right tackle.
Yeah.
Is he
He's a
going to be
leadership guy,
good?
that's pretty much it.
Probably not. I think, honestly, it's just to stall, to give these younger right tackles that they have just more time.
He needs to be okay. That's what he needs to be.
Yeah.
Decent.
I mean, they drafted that 6'7" Marcus Bryant tackle.
6-7.
I just did that. I already did it. You weren't paying attention.
Oh, I was not. You're right.
Yeah.
Go talk to Capone.
Yeah.
I don't want to right now. He's still
I
barking.
think he wants to see you. He was
He's
barking.
still going. He's still barking. I just turned my mic down.
You gotta go see him.
Nope.
Anyways, and then we have Caden Wallace as well too, who we drafted last year. It really just might be like him just is a stallment plan. Cause like he's either gonna get injured or he's gonna get benched because he's just gonna get ran through. Because he's old.
Yeah, that's possible. But,
And then hopefully Will Campbell is a good left tackle. Hopefully.
Right.
I mean, I guess worst case
Yeah,
scenario,
right.
you have an all-pro guard. What is wrong with him?
Brett's just
No.
tackling to himself.
I was looking at something on my phone. Sorry.
Oh, he's just distracted during the recording of a pod.
Oh boy.
Great work.
Yeah.
We should
Sorry.
not have done this. We should have just done this tomorrow.
I think this was
It's all
better.
right. It's over now, and
Yeah, we're
you
in
know,
the
hopefully you.
we're in the end game now.
Okay. Okay.
Hopefully,
Here we go.
Yeah, see, this is how tired we are.
Stop barking.
I mean, anything else we want to bring up? Is there
I
anything?
think we're okay. I think we're good.
I mean, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, pretty
Give
much
it
it
to
for
you.
now. Red Sox actually won a
Story right
game.
now.
Red Sox actually won a game tonight versus the New York Mets. They
Something
go
like that.
again
500
tomorrow.
So-
Tomorrow, Wednesday. The Eastern and Western Conference Finals start. I mean, the Western Conference Finals starts tomorrow. My God, bro. Like we're
We
trying.
gotta get off this.
We're trying. We're
We're
trying.
this episode.
I can barely like. Can you see? Like I can barely keep my eyes open right now. I'm
all
so
right. Talk.
tired.
Sorry. I shouldn't even open my phone again.
We're just talking about what's coming up. Western Conference Finals Game 1,
Trying to.
Thunder and Timberwolves. Actually, let's do a quick prediction for who comes out of the West.
The Thunder.
Thunder. Okay. Matt?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
Give
gonna be the
me
Thunder.
Pacers, Thunder, NBA Finals.
I like that. I think that'll be a good finals. Two young teams.
That's gonna go to
I
5.
hope so.
Thunder and
I could
5.
see New York. getting
Thunder
it,
in
though.
5?
They're like the Celtics of this season, from last season. If I don't know if
The
that.
I mean, Denver
Pacers,
took them
though.
to 7. They almost lost.
Denver took them to 7.
It wasn't that
You're
easy.
right. But it's also Denver. We're not talking the Indianapolis Pacers. Indiana Pacers. Who is a very young team, but they do not have Nikola Jokic on their team.
I don't know if this is really just me hating what you just said, or I'm just really tired, or both.
You tell me you think the Pacers are gonna push that to 7? No way.
I wouldn't say
Maybe
7, but not 5. Like
Maybe
6 games. Like
I don't know. Actually, the Thunder have struggled a little bit in the playoffs.
They're
You're
not.
right.
They're not. Yeah.
SJ
not
hasn't even played that good.
Now, if he does play like really well,
Oh yeah, it's probably Thunder in 4. If he actually plays like he played in the regular season, it should be Thunder in 4. But it should have been Thunder in 4 this whole time. But it hasn't been.
They're focusing on them now. It's not like the regular season.
Exactly. But yeah, Red Sox have Mets tomorrow and Wednesday, and then Thursday they start a series against the Orioles. That's gonna be a 4-game series.
Mhm.
we better
Win.
win 2 out of 3. We better
Win.
Well, if
no.
you can't win that, then
Well, wait, no. Hopefully win.
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah, we'll see.
Please. Nah, this is where the Orioles start to get back on track, probably.
I bet they're
They've
gonna
never
heat out right.
All in
versus
this
us.
bad though.
What?
Anyways, they haven't been this bad in years.
The Orioles?
This bad?
I mean, they've been pretty bad some years.
In the last 3 years when they made the playoffs? Really?
Well, not the last 3 years, but if we're
Recently,
talking,
yeah.
we're talking the last 10 years.
Well,
no-
yeah.
Well, no kidding. Damn.
No kidding.
All right. I think this
Let's
is.
use our
I think we
brains.
gotta wrap this up.
Yeah, we do.
I think it's time.
Yeah, it's time. What do we think? Another episode tomorrow, or should we just wait till Wednesday?
Wednesday.
I think we're gonna wait.
Yeah,
Wednesday?
There's nothing to talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, true. We just kind of talked about everything right now, anyways.
We just gave you everything.
We
Yeah.
basically just talked about everything. Yeah.
Okay.
There's not gonna be a lot.
Wednesday it is, gentlemen.
Great.
Hopefully. I mean, we're kind of in the dry spot now because Celtics is done.
Yeah, well, we might have to push it back, but we'll see.
I don't know if we need it every 2 days. No.
Well, I mean,
We
you
could
gotta
probably
think
wait
about.
till-
I mean, you gotta
We'll
think.
see.
I mean, okay. Well, if these talk shows can get 4 hours of stuff to talk about, we can at least find an hour of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, they kind of just repeat the same thing over and over again, though.
I
That's the
mean,
purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
People driving home.
I mean, they also
And they have callers. so it's just
also
kinda
I
fun
think
to
it might
listen
just be better if these episodes are like. I feel like it wouldn't be a bad thing if these episodes were 45 minutes.
to. This sounds like something we should talk about after we end it.
I don't think anyone needs to hear this.
Well, yeah. All right. Episode 5 in the books.
Good
We'll
job,
be-
everyone.
We'll be back. This is probably going to be uploaded on Tuesday at some point in the afternoon. So, next episode will be here tomorrow. Whoa, 2 days of content in a row.
Whoa.
Well, 2 days of content in a row. That's why it says on the top left, May 19th, because that is the day that we are doing this on, and we are all very tired. I'm very tired.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch this back.
okay, great.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we could talk about that after. Oh, okay. Episode 5 in the books. Thank you for people that watched. See you Wednesday. Peace out.